Hello children. In my last video, that means previous video, we have started the sexual reproduction in animals, and I have already explained the sexual reproduction in other animals such as frog, fishes, etc. Now in your syllabus it is sexual reproduction in humans. So human beings are unisexual, both males and female have different reproductive systems. So for this male reproductive system, we have first I have first explained about the male reproductive system. So the following organs are involved in constituting the male reproductive system. Male reproductive system includes various organs. So first, that is testis. uh, Testes are the main reproductive organs in the human male. These are the oval shaped structure and produce the male reproductive cell, the sperm. It remains suspended in a sac-like structure called scrotum that hangs outside the pelvic cavity. The sperm is smallest cell of the human body and is produced in millions. It has a small head and a middle piece attached to the, you can see here, and in the middle you can see the mitochondria because it is a cell. So mitochondria is present inside this middle of the cell, and which are able to respire through this mitochondria, and ATP is formed inside this part. It has a small head and a middle piece of attached to a long tail. Testis also produce hormones such as testosterone, which is responsible for the secondary male characteristic like growth of hair under the arm, deepening of the voice, appearance of the facial hairs. You can see from if you observe yourself or your classmate, that somebody has cracking voice started since class 6. So after class 6 or 7 the voice is cracked and or totally different in male, that means boys, and girls have some also. We can see the changes among this, and so in male these changes occur due to the secretion of this hormone known as testosterone, and it is responsible for secondary sexual character. That means mustache, appearance of mustache, beard, and also some other voices are also changes. So these are known as secondary sexual characters. So this is all appears or all happens due to the presence of or secretion of testosterone. Second part of male reproductive system is the vas deferens. These are the tube-like structure that are two in number emerging from each testis. They join the testis to the urethra. They carry sperm from the testis to the urethra along with a sticky fluid called semen that is secreted by a pair of glands located below the urinary bladder called seminal vesicle. So you can see in the pictures also, that is called seminal vesicle. From here it is released, and this is called testis. From here this vas deferens, two from each joined together here, and it again from here it moves into the urethra below the urinary bladder called seminal vesicle. Now urethra, this is the common duct for carrying both urine and sperm at different times. It is a narrow tube that runs inside the penis and open towards the outside. Now what is penis? This is a thick muscular structure. Its function is to expel urine as well as to transfer sperm into the female body. So this is, you can see here, this is the penis, and this is the mostly from here seminal vesicle, sperm duct, urethra, penis, scrotum. So in this way these are the main parts of the male reproductive system. Now it is female reproductive system. The female reproductive system consists of the following organs. The first one, the most important one, that is ovaries. Ovaries are structure where the female reproductive cell, that is ovum or egg, is produced. There are two ovaries in the female bodies. Ovaries also produce female hormones estrogen and progesterone. These hormones are responsible for the development of secondary sexual characteristic in female and preparation of the uterus for conception of pregnancy as well as the regulation of menstrual cycle. So these two hormones are responsible for every changes that occurs inside the female teenagers. Okay. Next one is fallopian tubes or oviduct. One fallopian tube or oviduct emerges from each ovary. The ovum produced in ovary travels down to the oviduct where it meets and fuses with male gamete and is fertilized. Uterus, after fertilization, the zygote produced, that is after you have studied in previous lesson that not lesson previous page that fertilized after fertilization the individual produced is known as zygote. So uterus, that is that moves to the uterus. So the fallopian tubes leads to the thick walled muscular chamber called the uterus or womb. It is located between the urinary bladder and rectum. This is the place where the zygote develops into the fetus. Its wall are rich in blood vessels. Fetus means the embryo or the future child. And this is the menstrual cycle. A matured egg releases. Suppose if that egg is not fertilized, in absence of fertilization occur, every ovary, that means from the ovary every 28 days that passes through a fallopian tube and reaches the oviduct to get fertilized. Meanwhile, the inner walls of the uterus are prepared to receive the fertilized egg by getting a rich supply of blood vessel. If the egg does not get fertilized, it ruptures and inner lining of the uterus disintegrates. So the ruptured egg is discharged from the body along with the blood from the blood vessels of the uterus, and this fluid is called menstrual fluid, and the process is called menstruation. The menstrual cycle repeats itself every 28 days that occurs inside the girls, and the starting of this menstrual cycle is known as menarche, and the completion, that is the termination of this cycle, is known as menopause. The next one is vagina. The vagina is a muscular passage that opens outside the female's body. It is connected to the lower narrow portion of the uterus called cervix. The vagina releases menstrual fluid. It serves as an entrance for the penis to facilitate the transfer of sperm into the body of female. At the time of baby's birth, it serves as the birth canal. So these are the female reproductive organs. The first one is ovary, fallopian tubes, uterus and vagina. Through these, and the most important thing, the hormones, you have to learn the hormones that is responsible for the secondary sexual character of female and the males, and of course the different type of terms given, that is menstrual cycle, menopause, menarche, that is not given here, but I have told you that what is the outbreak, or that means starting of the menstrual cycle is called menarche, and the end of the menstrual cycle is known as menopause. So this is the diagram for the female reproductive system, and this is ovary. Two ovaries you can see, and one tube like structure, this is called fallopian tube, and the middle one is called uterus. From here eggs moves towards the uterus, and if it is fertilized, then comes into here and implantation takes place, that is on the wall of the uterus, and a baby, that means the zygote starts developing here. ठीक है, Okay, and if it is not fertilized, then the eggs becomes ruptured and come here, and also the walls of the uterus ruptured, and after 28 days it releases through vagina. That is known as menstrual cycle. Okay children, so in this video till now, and thank you, watch this video till the end and try to understand this chapter, because this is, I have earlier told that it is very important chapter also for class 10, and many questions comes in the board examination. Okay.